This is Mobile App Development TV with John Houghton.
John Houghton here at Mobile App Development TV here at Demo 2014. I'm here with Ryan Huff of Cirruspath. How you doing, Ryan?
Great, thanks for having me.
Great. So let's just start out. We're talking about mobile app development and trends and things like that. Talked with you earlier, you had a lot of interesting things to say. What do you think are the trends affecting people that are thinking about starting an app, and just what's going on out there?
Sure. I think it's about the user more and more. I think users are expecting more and more from their applications. We are specifically focused in enterprise mobile app development, which is a pretty new field, despite the growth of the app stores out there from Apple and Android. But enterprise is all really new, but at the same time they have really high expectations and really interesting needs.
So about the user experience, and how do you tackle that? How do you manage that? How do you get your app to have a good user experience?
You need to listen to users, quite frankly. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. You need to put out an app, listen to users, really find out what makes them tick and what's going to make their lives easier.
And so a lot of people, when they think about doing an app, they have just enough money to do the first version. I don't really see any money in there to iterate and make it better and get feedback, and that's really what it takes. How much more does that cost to do, and how's that done?
Yeah, I mean, that model doesn't work in enterprise mobility, right? You do need to...
I don't think it works in any app development.
Yep. And you do need to buckle down and really have a long-term view of what kind of product you're building. You're not going to get it right on the first try or the second try, and it's going to be an iterative process that you need to plan for and expect that it's going to take some time to really hit the nail on the head.
So I noticed you have an iOS version, you also have an Android version. Which was harder to do, and which did you come out with first?
We came out with iOS first. There's some debate in the market about the way to go, but our users were on iOS, so that's where we started. We started specifically with iPhone. Really wanted to get that small factor screen nailed before we got into the relatively easier UX with an iPad app. So we did that, and then we're working on Android right now, and it's kind of liberating the differences in that platform and the fact that it's a little bit more open and flexible in what you can do.
So in doing enterprise apps, obviously if you're going to do something with Salesforce, as your app does, and also email, there's a back-end component to it, and then you got front ends, iOS, Android, and then web. What's the biggest challenge there?
So we built our mobile apps on the existing platform. So we started with Cirrus
Native.
Insight. That's right. We started with Cirrus Insight for Google Apps, right? So it was a browser extension. We built a platform of web services, and when we embarked on the mobile product, we're building on that same platform. So that platform had developed and evolved to that point, and we were able to take a lot of the learning from a UX standpoint from the web and translate that into mobile. And
so when people are thinking about doing enterprise apps, what do you think are some of the biggest challenges?
Security. Security and concerns around security and distribution and things along those lines.
How do you handle security?
So we've always had a really keen focus on security in general on the platform side, and on the mobile end of things, it means really paying attention to device level security, data at rest, things along those lines, and things that chief security officers, CIOs are really looking at first, right? Before they even consider an application, it needs to be able to check those things off the list.
Sounds very good. Ryan Huff, thank you very much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
You have been watching Mobile App Development TV with John Houghton. Mobile App Development TV is part of the Mobilecast Media blog. For more information, please visit mobilecastmedia.com/blog. Thank you.